So what is the true reason for investing? Is it to make money, be able to retire early, or simply the responsible thing to do? Well, for me, it's to become financially free and to exit what is known as the rat race. Now, I'll be taking you along this journey of how I took just $5 and turned it into 1 million. Chris Lee, aka CEasy, and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the lifestyle, welcome back to another video. And you guys already know what this series is about, but in this video I'm going to be explaining to you guys how I was able to take just $5 and grow it all the way to $5,000. Yes, that is correct, and I was able to do it in less than 2 years, not working a real job, using my student loan refund to go ahead and invest and any other money that I could go ahead and scrape by. In this video, I'm going to break it down very simple. The first thing, I'm going to show you guys my whole portfolio and what I'm currently holding. The second thing will be the story of how I was able to grow from $5 to $5,000, the ins and outs, and what brokerages I went to. And then the third thing, which will be my future investments. And trust me, this is going to set up episode 2. Episode 2, we're going to see something very big. I've been investing a lot of money into other places, and I think you guys are going to be very, very shocked come episode 2. That'll probably be dropping in a few weeks. So let's get started. Alright, so as you guys can see, I got the laptop in hand. I'm about to pull up the portfolio. We're going to take a look at my current portfolio. Alright, so as we can go ahead and see, my portfolio is right there at about $5,000. So we're going to take a look at each and every single one of my stocks. So the first few stocks right over here, they're strictly for like dividends, no growth. These are my REITs, which are real estate investment trust, Alia Capital, AGNC, Stag, Triple N, Realty Income. So essentially, these are like some of my favorite REITs. Some of them pay me quarterly, some of them pay me monthly. For the ones that pay me monthly, I have more shares. It's like me being able to get a taste of real estate without being in real estate yet, because I don't have enough money to be in real estate the way that I would like to. And these are just great if you like dividends, because it's consistent, you know where it's coming from, and it's reliable. These are where we start to see a lot more growth. Etsy, Target, and Walmart. For Etsy, that was a play that my girlfriend shot at me. Shout out to her. Middle of the pandemic, I'm up 100% with them. Made a lot of sense with people needing masks and just materials and stuff, and then it transitioned into just a lot of people realizing what Etsy actually has to offer. It's like a hub for sellers, so you can find a whole bunch of stuff that you'll like because it's just a hub for sellers. And then Target and Walmart, essentially my bet with these two companies was, okay, well, they have big department stores, but in my opinion, in comparison to like Amazon, they're kind of lacking on the online retailing space. So my thing is, well, it's a whole lot easier to reach people online just because you can customize advertisements for the things that they want that you have. So for Target, I don't think I put a lot of money yet. Like I said, I barely put any money into these companies. It was just me kind of like testing the waters. And at the time of putting my money in, I only had like 2K. So I was like, man, $5 ain't gonna kill me. And as you guys can see, up 60% on that one. And I still feel like Target has a whole lot more room to grow, as well as Walmart. We have kind of like my bread and butter financial sector, because when it comes down to it, banks aren't going anywhere. Like, they can be saved and backed by the government time and time again. So I have Discover, Chase, American Express, and Visa. Discover, I'm up about 55%. Chase, I'm up about 40%. In Express, I'm up 17%. Visa, it's just like 4%. Like, they've really just stayed pretty stagnant. Now these are more of like the pharmaceutical plays, you know, with the virus and everything going on. I wanted to kind of look for companies for more of like the long-term hold. AbbVie is one of my favorites. I'm up 36% with them. Johnson & Johnson, I'm up 13%. MGM up 15%. But again, like, I have, for some of these positions, I literally have like nothing in there. AT&T, again, I hold this company just because of the dividend. The tech sector is where like things actually get like pretty interesting. So with Square, my bro called this play, and again, I did like the same thing I did last time. I'm low-key annoyed with this one because I think I put in like $10 and my money ended up like more than doubling. And then I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and put some more money, and I'm up 100% all time. I Apple, I have 1.5 shares, so I have about up 83%. Microsoft is a large holding for me. I'm up 50%. Tesla, I am up 65%. And these other two, these are like more like speculative, not really speculative, but these are like my long-term growth plays. So you have Virgin Galactic Holdings, essentially like they're trying to put people like in space, essentially like they're trying to do like space rides and stuff like that. So it's just like they're like the first of their kind, which is why I kind of like, you know, I'm rocking with them. My friends basically shot the company to me, my due diligence, and I was like, you know what, I'm actually kind of like rocking with like this business model and like what they're trying to do. Even though like their first launch was unsuccessful, today was a huge day. As you guys can see, they literally like went up 20%. So like I'm up 45% all time. And this is a company I plan on adding a whole lot more to. Last one is MP Material. Content creator, his name is Dead Inside. He was the person that I first saw or heard about this company for. Heroes to make, you know, iPhones and EV vehicles. They're people who basically get the materials. Like, they're the ones who get the raw materials, and they're the only company in the United States that does so. Most of materials are outsourced from China or like Asia, and especially with the new president trying to have a lot of things. So they want to rely less on outsiders and rely more on ourselves. It's gonna leave this company a lot of room for growth. And as you guys can see, like as of right now, like I don't have a lot of money in actual stocks. Like I'm going to up that, wait for the next part. However, you guys are gonna be surprised. So we're gonna start off with Ethereum, something like I got into it recently. I put in $70, my money has doubled, so equity is at 150. Now we're gonna go for like basically what that thing, I almost had a heart attack right there. I hope I wasn't the only. I know you guys saw that. Dropped $300 out of nowhere. Basically, my bread and butter, the one and only Bitcoin. As you guys can see, the average cost was 12K. I started buying it around 7K. Money has more than doubled. At the peak, it tripled. As you guys can see, about like $2,000 from that alone. The way that I was basically able to double my money was essentially the Bitcoin play, the long-term holdings for like, you know, Apple and Microsoft. Those kind of went ahead and helped my portfolio get to this point, along with me putting money. So how was I able to start with only $5? I feel like that is the real question. How was I able to start with $5 and turn it to $5,000? So I started investing at 18 years old, right? Right now I'm currently 21. I started investing like halfway through 18. I was basically 19. So what I did was I started investing with Acorns. If you guys do not know what Acorns is, if you're not really into investing and you want to get started, it's a perfect platform for you to put money in and just figure out how to truly invest, just because they have a lot of resources and tools for you to actually learn. And that's why I was able to learn, like, okay, and one thing that caught my attention was dividends. So through that, I was realizing like I was gonna pay like a penny every like 3 months. And I was like, well, what if every single stock that I put money into, they paid me a dividend? How much money would it take for me to reach like $100? So that's when I realized I needed to make the transition to Robinhood. Robinhood, you can make your own trades. You can literally do anything. Like, you can buy crypto, you can buy stocks, you can trade options, you can semi-day trade, you can swing trade. Essentially, it's a great platform for beginners, and it's very, very easy. So that's where I went to, and that's where I was able to start putting in most of my money. Up until about $400, I took out almost all that money, put it into Robinhood, and I was doing everything. Like, I was day trading, swing trading. I came across the strategy of dividend growth investing. Dividends are cool, but you can't deny the growth aspect. So like, my strategy is to look for companies that pay dividends, but they also have growth. So like Microsoft, Apple, things like that, you know, the financial sector or the financial stocks, like the banking stocks. You have the long-term holdings. I put in like $200 within like the year, will my money be able to double? And that's essentially, through that strategy, I was able to grow my portfolio that amount. Funded my account close to half of that, so $2,500. And like I said in the beginning, I wasn't working a job. I was literally surviving off of my refund check from my school, just any money that I could grab from either, whether it's reselling or whatever it was, just budgeting my money, setting aside money to go ahead and invest, even if it's just $5, as you guys saw with some of my stocks, just putting that towards something that could potentially double and have $10. That's how I was able to successfully take $5 and grow it all the way to $5,000. It took me about like over a year, like a year and a half, because I was, as you guys can see, I was working with a very small amount of money. Bitcoin helped me out a lot. And now probably the biggest thing that everybody wants to know is where my direction for the future is going. How am I going to take this $5,000 portfolio and potentially take it to 50,000 or more? Going to put in a lot of money into crypto. So crypto, as of right now, I have about like a 50-50 split with my dividend growth investment strategy. I'm planning on putting a lot of money towards both Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then the two smaller ones is going to be Litecoin and Chainlink. My plan hopefully is to be able to double the investment through the year. A lot of speculations that Bitcoin and Ethereum could see like possibly a 10x this year. Personally, my goal was just to double my money. However, if I see like it's skyrocketing, I will hold for the long haul. Like my plan is to hold for the long term. And for the stocks, I do have a lot more risky plays that I will be doing tomorrow. I'll go ahead and show you guys. As you guys can see, I have a very risky play. I'm essentially going to put some money into GameStop and AMC. My plan is essentially to put some money in and to go ahead and double it, continue with my dividend growth investment strategy, but put a bigger focus on long-term growth holds, to where if I'm putting in like $400, $500, $600, $700, this money can possibly double with some of the companies. A few of those companies that I plan on putting a whole lot more money into is Tesla, Virgin Galactic, MP Material, CrowdStrike, and a double down in Apple. I've grown their company in a way to where it's like you have to use them for your day-to-day life, whether it's Apple Music, Apple CarPlay, Apple products, and they're even transitioning into the EV vehicle space, and that can help skyrocket their company. As well as for a company like Microsoft, I'm going to continue putting some money in just because I feel like they're kind of like at a stalemate, and they have, like, in my eyes, one of two directions. They're going to continue at this constant rate and just keep fluctuating at the price that they're currently at, or they're going to do something to like revolutionize and transform their company to be able to like propel them past this like stalemate. So those are like some of my big plays for the long term. And then I've allocated like some funds to where I'm just going to kind of be a little bit more ballsy and risky with some of my trades and what I do. But you guys are gonna want to stay tuned for episode 2. Just know that like the $5,000 that y'all saw right now already more than doubled it. I'm excited for you guys to kind of like see everything. I've been holding off on some trades. Hope that this episode 1 was helpful. I hope that you guys were able to take something from it. From all my young people, the way that I see it is just like this, right? Set aside what you can, invest what you can, not what you need. God forbid anything happens to the portfolio, right? But if all this money were to disappear, I would still be able to live my life. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be stressed, I'm gonna be sad and everything, but this isn't money that I need right now. My real goal with investing is to have a $5 million portfolio with my dividend growth investment strategy that is literally paying all of the bills that I could ever imagine, with me living very, very comfortably. I'm talking about making 6 figures in passive income. Like, to me, that's kind of like my dream. I feel like doing that, I won't have to worry about bills because they will all be covered, and I'll still have money set aside that will be able to grow my portfolio. That is my all-time goal in the market, but I do realize in order to get there, I might have to take a few more risks if I don't want to be waiting for, you know, until like I'm 40, 50, 60, 70 before I can like bear the fruit, before I can actually go ahead and reach this goal. But anyways, guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed this new series that I'm going to start on this the channel. If you do, comment down below how you felt about it. Comment down below your thoughts on my portfolio or some plays I should go ahead and make. Make sure you guys leave a like on this video. But anyways, this is your boy Chris Alia, aka CEasy, and I'm out.